Have you ever felt like life is too full, too many problems, too many tasks, too many voices telling you what to do? Let me tell you a story with a lesson that can change the way you live. A young man once went to visit a wise old monk in a quiet mountain village. The young man looked tired, worried, and full of frustration. He said, "Master, my life feels impossible. Every day is filled with pressure, expectations, and endless tasks. I try to make everyone happy, but I'm the one who ends up suffering." The monk smiled and silently placed an empty glass jar on the table. Then he filled the jar with large stones until no more could fit. He asked, "Is the jar full?" The young man nodded. "Yes, it's full." The monk then took a bag of small pebbles and poured them in. The pebbles slid between the stones, filling the spaces. Again, he asked, "Now is it full?" The young man replied, "Yes, now it's really full." But the monk wasn't done. He brought a bowl of sand and poured it into the jar. The sand filled all the tiny gaps. The young man laughed nervously. "Okay, now it's definitely full." The monk finally picked up a pot of tea and slowly poured it into the jar. The tea seeped through the sand and filled everything to the brim. The young man was speechless. The monk said softly, "This jar is your life. The big stones are the things that truly matter. Your health, your family, your peace of mind, your dreams. The pebbles are your job, your responsibilities, your small goals. The sand represents the endless little worries of life. If you fill your jar with sand first, there will be no space for the stones, no space for what really matters." The young man whispered, "And the tea?" The monk smiled warmly. "The tea reminds us, no matter how full life seems, there is always space to relax, to share a moment with someone, to simply breathe. Life is not meant to be rushed or lived for others' approval. It's meant to be lived with balance." The young man finally understood. He had been filling his life with the sand of society's judgment and the pebbles of others' expectations. But he had forgotten his own stones, his peace, his dreams, his loved ones. And so should we. Stop filling your life with things that don't matter. Don't live to please everyone. Protect your big stones first.